A century of hockey is a long time. A lot of great seasons, but a lot of bad ones too. And in many ways, the Maple Leafs are a franchise stuck in the middle. 1967. It's a season, it's a team that feels like the before and after picture in franchise history. The end of the glory years. The start of the march through the wilderness. That year, as the country was about to celebrate its centennial, the franchise was in its 50th season. The times were mostly good. Very good, in fact. That season, against long odds, an aging team, the over-the-hill gang as they came to be known, found a way to somehow pull together at the right time and win the Stanley Cup. They survived a 10-game losing streak, countless injuries to key players, a prolonged absence of their coach, and having to beat the two best teams in the playoffs. They did it with equal parts guts and guile, led by Bauer and Sawchuk in goal, Horton on defense, and maybe the best Leaf of all, Dave Keon up front. There was the captain, George Armstrong, scoring into an empty net to seal the cup. The Leafs defeating the arch-rival Montreal Canadiens in 6 games, then gathering at center ice to celebrate the victory. 10 players and 2 coaches from that team would eventually find their way into the Hockey Hall of Fame, including all 6 on the ice for the final goal. Look at the top 100 Leafs of all time, and 4 of the top 10. 10 of the top 30 all played on that team and were part of that 60s dynasty, most of them winning 4 cups in 6 years. Of course, most of those images, most of those memories are in black and white, which speaks volumes. That was the team's 13th Stanley Cup victory in a remarkable 21 trips to the final. Who could have known it would also be the last? Everyone knew it would be the last one for that group. The times were changing. The league doubled in size the following season. But no one could have predicted that 49 years later, that the end would be so harsh, that the great tradition of the franchise could be so severely tarnished time and time again. True, there were hopeful moments, teases we remember. The late 70s with Sittler and Nielsen, the early 90s with Gilmore and Burns, the 2000s with Sundin and Quinn. Teams that got close. But never all the way, so that 1967 remains the lasting image of greatness in Maple Leafs history, 49 years ago and counting. They are fondly remembered, though with each passing year, there are fewer who do. As the Leafs proceed through this centennial season, they continue to embrace the glory days and their past, seemingly even making peace with it, and have renewed determination to find a way back to the middle. It's fitting that at the home opener, 6 of the players represented on the ice to have their numbers retired were from that last Maple Leafs team to sip from the cup. A reminder that the goal remains to not replace, but refresh that great memory with a new one. For other reasons, we suppose, the late historian Pierre Burton said that 1967 was Canada's last good year. Most Leafs fans would agree.